The wind whispers tales of terror across the vast, desolate plains of Colombia and Venezuela. These lands, shrouded in mystery and fear, have long been the stage for countless legends and ghostly apparitions. It carries with it the chilling legend of El Silbón, the whistler, a specter cloaked in darkness and despair. This ghostly figure is said to wander the plains, forever searching, forever haunting. His haunting melody, a mournful, bone-chilling whistle, chills the blood of even the bravest soul. The whistle, varying in pitch and tone, is a harbinger of his presence, a signal that death is near. It is a harbinger of death, a siren song of the damned. The whistle grows louder as he approaches, a crescendo of doom that no one can escape. The mere mention of his name sends shivers down the spines of seasoned cowboys and weary travelers. These men, hardened by the harsh realities of life on the plains, find themselves gripped by an unshakable fear. It evokes tales whispered around flickering campfires, stories meant to ward off evil and instill fear in the hearts of those who dare to listen. These stories, passed down through generations, serve as both entertainment and warning. They speak of a gaunt figure shrouded in darkness, his presence heralded by the mournful strains of his eerie whistle. This figure, often described as tall and skeletal, is a constant reminder of the thin veil between life and death. The legend of El Silbón is not merely a campfire tale, it is a stark warning woven into the fabric of these lands. It is a story that transcends time, a cautionary tale that speaks to the very soul of the people who live here. It is a reminder that every action has consequences, and some sins echo eternally in the darkness. The story of El Silbón serves as a moral lesson, a reminder that the past can never truly be escaped. The plains hold their breath, listening for the telltale whistle, a chilling symphony of sorrow and vengeance that haunts the night. In the stillness, the air is thick with anticipation, as if the very land itself is waiting for the next chapter in this haunting saga to unfold. El Silbón is a haunting figure, a terrifying apparition that embodies the darkest fears of the human heart. His legend has been whispered through generations, a tale that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who dares to listen. He is described as a towering skeletal figure, his clothes tattered and worn, clinging to his gaunt frame like a shroud. Each step he takes is a reminder of the life he once had, now reduced to a mere shadow of existence. His eyes burn with an eerie, hollow glow, reflecting the torment that rages within his soul. They are windows to a past filled with unimaginable pain and suffering, a past that he can never escape. Often a wide-brimmed hat, its edges frayed and torn, sits atop his head, casting his face into perpetual shadow. This hat, once a symbol of his identity, now serves as a mask, hiding the true horror that lies beneath. It does little to conceal the chilling emptiness that stares back at those unfortunate enough to meet his gaze. His eyes, devoid of life, are a stark reminder of the curse that binds him. He carries with him a weathered sack, its contents a gruesome secret that adds another layer of terror to his already fearsome presence. This sack is not just an accessory, it is a symbol of his eternal punishment. The sack, legend has it, contains the bones of his victims, a grisly reminder of his eternal curse. Each bone tells a story of betrayal and vengeance, a testament to the wrath that consumes him. The weight of his sins, both literal and figurative, is a burden he is doomed to carry for all eternity. This burden is not just physical, it is a manifestation of the guilt and sorrow that haunt him. His very presence is a chilling spectacle, a walking embodiment of guilt, sorrow, and the insatiable thirst for vengeance. He roams the earth, a restless spirit, forever seeking redemption that will never come. His story is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the consequences of one's actions and the eternal price of vengeance. The origins of El Silbón are shrouded in darkness, a tale that has been passed down through generations, whispered in the dead of night. It is a story whispered in hushed tones and shadowed doorways, a legend that sends shivers down the spine of those who dare to listen. He was once a man, it is said, consumed by a darkness that festered within his soul. This darkness grew, feeding on his fears and insecurities until it became an insatiable force. Driven by an insatiable rage, he committed the most heinous of acts. He took the life of his own father. The act was not just a moment of madness, but a culmination of years of pent-up anger and resentment. Some versions of the legend speak of a rebellious son, driven to the brink by a strict and unforgiving father, a father whose harsh words and unyielding discipline pushed his son to the edge. Others whisper of a family torn apart by greed and betrayal, culminating in a gruesome act of patricide. A family where trust was a fragile thing, easily shattered by the sharp edges of ambition and deceit. Regardless of the motive, the result was a stain upon his soul, a darkness that transformed him into the monstrous El Silbón. This transformation was not just physical, but a deep spiritual corruption that marked him forever. As punishment for his heinous crime, he was cursed to walk the earth for eternity, carrying the weight of his sin in the sack of bones upon his back, each bone a reminder of his unforgivable act, each step a penance for his eternal guilt. Condemned to wander the plains, forever tormented by the memory of his actions, he became a specter, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lies within the human heart. His presence is a warning, a ghostly figure that haunts the night, reminding us all of the thin line between humanity and monstrosity. So what do you think about El Silbón? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. They let me know you want to see more eerie content. Until next time, keep your eyes open and the lights on. And beware of the whistling.